Hey, so you know we are an anomaly.
Okay.
Black conservatives are anomaly, and black
Still?
Trump supporters are anomaly. Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It is. It is. To this day.
2024. I mean, based off
But it's
what
a.
you see.
But you have to think though. There are so many people that are still asleep. So
Yep.
shout out to James Klug,
Okay.
YouTube channel where he's got this guy. I guess this is Amir Odom.
Okay.
And they're asking people, what are your thoughts about black Trump supporters? And I love to see the concept of this because you'd be surprised the people that have an issue with it. And I'm sure it's probably like guys like this gentleman right here on the front be the main ones. They'd be like, why? You know, so let's listen to this interview.
Yeah, I'm interested. They telling you why they want to vote for Trump. It shouldn't be no puzzle now. Black people that's voting for Trump are telling you why they
a lot of people
vote for him.
A lot of people don't want to be awoke. A lot of people want to be asleep. So
yeah.
You think if you see 400 black kids in the East Wing in the White House, they were paid to be there instead of thinking for themselves, because you wouldn't have that thought under Obama. But I argue that our lives are just way better under Trump than Biden.
Oh my God, I can't. Nope, I'm done.
Why not?
What's going on, everyone? James Klug here. Today I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm going to be talking to people about Trump's growing support in the black community. And
of
that
course,
disagree with the
should be
idea of
Trump.
black Americans supporting Donald Trump, I'm going to bring him face to face with my good friend Amir Odom. Amir, thanks for joining me today. Are you ready to get going?
Oh, I'm more than ready.
Let's go talk to some people. Huge shout out to our friends over at Allegiance Gold for sponsoring this video. So, New York Times Siena poll, it's a top tier poll. They released information a few weeks ago, right? Showing growing support in the black community for Donald Trump. 23% it just hit. The same poll showed 4% 1 month before the 2020 election. So a major increase. I want to ask you, is that surprising to you?
Extremely surprising.
Yeah, it does shock because I'm like, are you not paying attention to what you see, what you hear?
Right.
Well, no, it don't surprise me because me, myself, I love Trump.
there you go.
All
I'm a
right.
Trump supporter. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I think people just finally realizing that he's a good person.
Right, let's go.
Exactly.
You know, maybe he did do some things that was good for the community. So maybe it's not so surprising. A lot of black men are more conservative than you think.
Right, absolutely.
It might be his message, the way he put it out, but they still might agree with something.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So you're not surprised by this at all?
No, not at all.
Why do you think there are black Americans that vote for Donald Trump or want to vote for Donald Trump?
I can only assume that they're horribly uninformed. Trump is so bad for the black community.
People don't really pay attention to the issues, really. They just pay attention to what's popular.
Okay. You think support for Trump is popular? I think a lot of people would say it's not.
I think it's not. I think
Exactly.
people are paying attention to the issues, and the powers that be are, I don't know, they're not satisfying everyone's needs, so they're just fed up.
Right.
So they're just jumping ship.
I got no idea.
What are your thoughts of the idea of there being black Trump supporters?
I don't know why.
Why wouldn't
Do
it
you see
be?
Donald Trump as being maybe more racist, or how do you see him? Do you not think he's racist?
Yeah, he's racist. Yeah, it's obvious.
Here we go.
How?
Here we
That'd
go.
be a
Obvious.
major.
Here we go.
That'd be like a major reason why you wouldn't know why there would be black Trump supporters.
I don't know what. Yeah.
I would say that there's so much information out there right now about Biden and his health and his age and
Uncertainty, maybe.
yeah,
What
maybe,
else?
But I can't see any good reason to look at Mr. Trump.
There's no
Please.
reason, any good enough reason to vote for Trump.
Yeah, I don't know why.
In Nashville.
Fair enough, fair enough. I do have my buddy, Amir. Cruise on over here. You guys, I have a friend right here, Amir. He's actually voting for Donald Trump. He actually is a Trump supporter. Amir actually is going to be voting for Trump in
I
November.
want to see with them black folks.
Amir, we were kind of saying, you know, maybe Donald Trump's racist, and that would kind of cause some confusion as to why there would even be black Trump supporters.
Yeah.
Would you mind maybe unpacking that a little bit for Amir, who is supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
They were saying maybe the support in the black community could be because of maybe hopping on a bandwagon.
Look at this sister right here. She can't figure out why. And this the kind of one I really want to see, where you have a black man supporter and the black women that are anti. Look at the energy the energy.
But this lady here in the white and black
the
checkerboard,
yeah.
she seems like she's not.
She's neutral?
Yeah, she may be a little neutral on the fence.
Well, let's check it out.
Or popularity or whatever it may be. For you, your answer was different.
See?
Could you remind me of your answer one more time? Just wanting change?
A lot of promises failed, and they're just tired of it, so people are hopping off the Democratic bandwagon.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd vote for him.
Yeah. Amir, why would you vote for Donald Trump over Biden?
Over Biden?
Yeah.
I'd vote for Trump over Biden because I love the fact of having a secure border and not having all the illegal immigrants being brought to America. They're not being sent to the rich white neighborhoods. They're being sent to the black and brown neighborhoods. And that's where all the illegals are going. I don't see Biden doing anything for us. If I think about my life today, not the media, not like what they're telling us, but I'm thinking about my life, like day-to-day basis. 2018, 2019, thriving. Like all of us were, gas was low, no inflation,
everything.
Prices were moderate, like
low.
Everything was chill.
Body wash was $6.99.
And then now with Biden, it's like, I don't like the way things are going.
You said what now?
Body wash was $6.99.
What?
Now it's $10.99.
That's ridiculous.
I kept saying to myself, every time we would go get the body wash, I said, watch, it's going to be $10 before you know it. And over the course of these months, it's $10.
Listen,
well, this is Dove. Now, I'm sure there are other designer body washes and stuff like that, but the Dove body wash, which I really like, is increased.
The car, let me tell you something. The car, when Biden was in office, $20-something would almost put it at full tank. It would. It would almost put it at full tank.
Now, 40?
$40-something to get it to a full tank. And that small car, that's a small car. And when Trump was in office, when I had my truck, my Chevy, and it probably take me about 60 to fill up the truck. If I was before that truck got wrecked, it would probably take me about 90 now to fill that truck up.
Yeah.
And if you just take a look at our immigration right now, where they're bringing all the illegals into the hood. And like that's just ruining our own communities because, okay, we're supposed to get all this attention and love. How are we going to get that when they're replacing all of us and busing the illegals into the Bronx, into,
The illegals.
Yeah, the illegals, yeah. They said Trump is going to be involved in all these wars. There were none. But now we're in all these wars under Biden. Inflation, the price of everything is way higher. It's just overall, sure, the optics on mainstream media, there's not like riots and protests and like unrest, like there's none of that. But I argue that our lives are just way better under Trump than Biden.
Oh my God, I can't. Nope, I'm done.
Why not? We're just having a conversation.
Well,
Did she leave?
I will say back to all of this is if we.
Your friend wasn't happy about that one.
Yeah, but.
Was I angry? Was that
no? You were sweet.
All right, everyone. Let's take a few moments to talk about today's sponsor, Allegiance Gold. So
I'm gonna shout out to him, but we got to get right to it.
Yeah.
And that the economy has never been better. 5 stars over on Klug. Let's get back into the video.
I like how the economy was under Trump. Life was just better in 2018, 2019. Obviously, COVID changed a little bit, but if we're looking at the moral of the picture,
Trump was taking credit for Biden or for Obama's economy.
Isn't that what every president do? Like as far as like when someone comes in, like, oh, they just take credit for the last and the last. Like Biden's taking credit for all the jobs created, even though he didn't create jobs. It's just COVID shutdowns released, and then boom, people got their jobs back.
Yeah,
it wasn't
people
like
went back to work.
Jobs. He's taking credit for that.
No, but
is that fair?
They lost them under Trump.
Do you
They
think
didn't
Trump
lose
supported
them.
the lockdowns? Do you see him as more of supporting the lockdowns that made people lose their jobs?
I really don't know. I mean, they did the lockdowns.
Do you see him as a major
Why did they do the
proponent
lockdowns?
of pushing that?
No.
Who pushed it exactly?
Who do you think was pushing that?
I think that.
Yeah, you know who the man name is. what
let
his
it go.
name is.
Yeah.
Sushi or whatever. I don't know.
Who?
This is not the first time that illegal immigration has been an issue. It's always been an issue.
You're right, but the main thing, though is that
he's
the
getting
people,
everybody riled up on.
the people coming across.
Can
we talk more about that?
They've been here.
But the people
It's
that
been
are
illegal immigration.
the
like,
people that are
forever.
coming here now, if you go down and you watch all these interviews, and they're coming here because of Biden. Because Biden has made it easier to get in the country.
He simplified it.
People doesn't affect you if you don't live in a state where it's like a big deal. But if you live in a
but
state,
under
I've
Biden,
heard that,
they made it way
in the bigger
easier.
cities, they're bringing them in, and
Right. Inflation, gas price, all these things going on. We got the crime, policing, all these things that we're trying to work on, right? Do you think it's fair that someone in Mexico can be like, actually, I'm gonna go to America. They sneak in illegally. Then America, our government, is like, actually, we'll make it better. We'll get you a bus ticket to the plane. You get on the plane, you land in New York. You get to New York, boom, you get free housing. Boom, you get $1,000 a month, and boom, you have you can get a license on the car.
America was founded on, right? And people are forgetting that. You know that, right?
But they're
ran
replacing
to America to have their freedom.
Do you think that's fair?
Not
right?
illegally, not like this way.
Do you mind if I pause real quick? If
Not-
it's fair or not.
Do you think it's fair?
No one knows how they would react if they felt like it was life or death.
Like, well,
I feel like honestly that if she were seeing it in real time, if it was really affecting her, then her response would be different. But you can obviously tell that wherever she lives, this is not affecting her. She don't see this, so of course your response is based on your surrounding. But if you live in that space where you seeing a lot of people that you wouldn't normally see after Biden opened up what he opened, and it's affecting you, you feel different. You're not going to say how you say, and I just feel like she's that person.
We just need to clarify something. The United States, there were not benefits when you first came here in the foundings of the country, by the way.
Safety is a major benefit.
Right, but nobody was getting free health care, free money, free housing, free
safety.
food.
It was like, there's no guns in the street.
Why shouldn't I vote for Trump?
Because he's a traitor.
No sense.
To who or how so?
He's a traitor to the United States. He tried to overthrow our government.
Like there was a whole insurrection under his. I feel like people feel as though they can.
He backs them up.
So maybe,
To be fair, 2020,
you know,
2020 and all them riots, like Jan 6 wasn't touching nobody. Like I was looking at Jan 6, I mean this is a joke compared to the George Floyd riots.
Yeah, please.
Those riots, storming courthouses, over $1 billion in damage, but we're
Fake
focused on Jan 6.
BLM, please.
You know, so
Let's
that's why
not go there.
Jan 6 is not a big deal to me because look at what we did that past summer, out here in the streets acting buck.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, I know.
It's her. Yeah, she
don't like
the one.
that.
Yeah, I
Facts.
knew it. I knew it.
You know, they can pick videos or whatever.
No, but
I've seen the videos of the windows breaking. I've seen the videos of
So you haven't seen the
cops,
videos?
of cops being beat with flagpoles.
So you haven't seen the videos of the cops just letting people in?
You saw, yeah, of course,
Right.
of course.
No,
Of course, you're not
I-
going to dig
no.
further.
I've seen all
No, you're going to
sorts
see
of
what's up
stuff.
front, not going to look
haven't.
beneath.
You have seen the videos of them just letting people into the Capitol
Some of them, yeah.
and just walking them into it.
Did they walk them in?
Yes.
Yes.
They just let them in.
Yes.
Yes. But you
I
so you
probably
haven't seen those
all
videos.
those.
No.
See Donald
course you
Trump
didn't see
as
that.
calling for that? Or do you see that as people being upset about the election? Because you were saying that is Trump's fault, but why would that be Donald Trump's fault, would you say?
What, the insurrection?
Yeah, if you're saying that that's an insurrection, Donald Trump called for it, can you say that?
Yeah.
When did he call for it? I guess would be my next question.
I don't know. I've seen the come to D.C. It's going to be wild.
It seems like a little bit of a stretch for go to the Capitol,
Yeah.
you know, go like riot in the Capitol.
But we're going to go down to the Capitol and fight like hell.
So that wasn't
That's
actually,
pretty-
do you know the quote right there? I just want to make sure I'm being fair here because I'm not going to like misquote and run with a misquote.
Right.
That was, we're going to go down to the Capitol and make our voices peacefully and patriotically heard.
Is that the exact quote?
Yeah.
That is the way I heard it.
You want me to pull it up?
Please.
I can pull it up right now
know,
for you if you
he
want.
throws mixed signals out there.
Oh,
With
no.
context, sir, that was January 6th in, I think it was October, November. I was out there in D.C. Same kind of setup. We heard Trump speak and he said we're going to peacefully go to the Capitol.
Peacefully and patriotically make our
and
voices
then
heard.
walk back. It's a microphone. Yes. So that he can hear me.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the same protocol as any other time I've ever went to go see Trump myself. So that was no different.
The guy breeds hate.
How? He invited
Listen to
400
him.
black kids to hear him speak, and then we go online, and we're just being told that, oh, we're paid to be there. Oh, we're just a bunch of
He
just
probably
insert
paid them all
slurs.
to be there too.
I was there, so you're telling me that I got paid to go to the
I
White House?
don't know. Did you?
No. So why would you think that I got paid
I
to
can't.
go there?
I can't.
This little like
I can't. That's what gets me with.
He don't want
is
to
that
accept that.
when you give them the facts, they still want to continue to believe partial truths, and he don't even know the truth.
He done.
He don't even know the quote.
No.
Please, you haven't even seen all the footage.
No.
Please. Okay.
Why can't black people think for themselves? Why do you think if you see 400 black kids in the East Wing in the White House. They were paid to be there instead of thinking for themselves, because you wouldn't have that thought under Obama. So why is it that young black kids can't go to the White House to hear Trump? Why is all of a sudden that I'm paid to be there? Why do you have that assumption? Do you not think that that's wrong or that's offensive?
They need to be there.
I am really curious, though, if you answer that question.
Would you think that under Obama, that I was paid to be there?
No. Okay,
So why is it that I'm
exactly.
getting
'Cause
paid?
you black.
It's a little like offensive, little racist to assume that, oh, me being in the White House under Trump, we're just a bunch of paid people.
Trump's racist.
Please.
How are you telling me that he's racist? Have you met him?
Right.
No, I don't want him.
No.
So how are you gonna just throw these? This is why it's important to me, because when you're telling these things like, this is racist, this actually takes away from things that are actually racist.
Right.
And it's hard
Correct.
for me as a black man to sit here and say, yes, this president that invited 400 black kids to hear him speak and invite to the White House, that man's racist. Shook everybody's hands, had everybody in there listen to him speak, didn't say anything inflammatory. How is a man? That's a bad racist to me.
I ran into a lot of people that are saying
Right.
it's crazy, the idea of black people even supporting Donald Trump. What would your message to those people be? You know, people that are saying it's completely crazy.
They have to wake up. They have to be informed voters. You have to look and see what fits best for you. Because I could tell you, you know, the left and the Democrat don't all necessarily go with the black community either.
You're right.
Except for it's time to vote. So
That's when they want black.
Every 4 years, they're not going.
So yeah, I think that. So no, they just have to wake up, be informed. I think that's very important.
The black community didn't understand Trump going into his first election or his first term. Then Biden came in and they saw that the economy took a plummet, came back and they're like, wow, it's not good. Let's go back to Trump. So that's why his numbers increased.
They've seen both presidencies. They prefer Trump.
Absolutely.
Speak your mind. You won't get in trouble.
I know. I just don't want to be on camera.
Who cares?
People don't know better. That's what it is. They just are loyal to what they think they know, but I don't think people are aware of what the issues are.
Yeah.
And they've just been told, or this person has been demonized, so they're just like, I'm just going to hop on the bandwagon.
Right.
They say this person is a bad man. I'm just going to believe he's a bad man and not vote for him.
Exactly.
They don't know.
They
I
don't.
mean, he came to my job and I met him. So.
Okay.
Nice.
So, yeah.
And he treated you with respect.
Oh, with respect. Very nice person.
So you're going to be voting for Donald Trump this year, November. You're going to be voting for Donald Trump?
Let's go.
Horribly uninformed. Right here I have Amir Odom. He's actually my friend. He is a Trump supporter. Okay. Now, this gentleman right here was saying maybe perhaps horribly uninformed would be a reason for supporting Donald Trump if you are a black American. Would you mind maybe unpacking that for Amir, who is a Trump supporter?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. He's against Obamacare. There's a lot of poor people and middle class people that really need Obamacare.
Which I'd argue that a lot of the poor whites that probably affects them too. So it wasn't just the black community.
Yeah, one
Have
of
you
black.
heard of his opportunity zones that he tried to enact from Donald Trump? Yeah.
I haven't heard a thing.
Wow, yeah. Well, Donald Trump was trying to revitalize
need to talk.
our neighborhoods by giving more opportunities to black people in inner cities. And that was a program that was initiated that he was really trying to get started, but none of the left media was really reporting on it because it ruins the narrative that he is a racist, that he is a bigot, that he hates black people. And, you know, I personally, as someone who went from marching in the streets with BLM to less than a year later, being invited to the White House to meet Trump for myself, I saw a completely different man than what the media was saying. Is he perfect? No. Does he say stupid things? Yes. But at the end of the day, especially regarding Trump versus Biden, I don't see in any way how the black community is benefiting from Biden, especially when they're building, oh my gosh, Trump's gonna start wars, Biden has. Oh my gosh, Trump's racist. Biden's the guy we have the more info on being more racist. He doesn't want his kids growing up in a racial jungle. He said that Obama was the first articulate black man that they put in the mainstream media. Like, Biden has said the more racist things. He said if you vote for Trump, then you're not black. Like, he said a lot, and it baffles me.
What do you think about that?
When somebody says, when a white person says he is such an articulate man, that means it's not that many of you that can speak that well. Where'd you learn to speak like that? You know, that's pure.
His mindset is still dated to me.
That's very dated thinking.
Yeah, so
that's a very dated thinking. You can, wow, how'd you learn to speak so well?
You still stand behind and support that.
Little animal? I didn't know you little animals could talk like that.
I cannot.
I actually agree with some of what he said, because Biden did say those things.
Yeah.
But, you know, neither one of these guys are perfect, you know.
No one is.
Trump is totally self-absorbed. I think he insults the electorate with all the bull. Can I say bull?
No
bull that they, you know, that they.
Do you think that's more Trump or the media?
Huh?
Do you think it's more of the media displaying him in that light, or do you think it actually is just him as a person?
It's Trump.
Do you think the media misled a lot of people about that stuff?
Well, the media always misleads.
Absolutely.
Always. I think so. So, but you have to be informed. You have to be an informed individual to look at the individual and tell what's right and what's wrong.
Everything he says is crazy bullshit. He's selling
like
shoes,
what examples?
Bibles, all kind of stupid stuff.
Like,
come on.
can I have like what are some examples? Because I can show you ways that he thinks things that he probably may have said, but they've twisted it. Like, oh, there's good people on both sides in Charlottesville. He's never denounced white supremacy. He did 2 sentences before that, but the media took that clip and ran with it to say that he's the biggest racist.
You know what?
So what's something as an example that he said that is stupid and dumb, is just bigoted?
Yeah, maybe that you have a problem with.
Say it again.
Amir's asking for maybe an example of something that you have a problem with that Donald Trump said.
Right.
Okay.
Something I'm maybe not seeing.
Oh, okay.
No.
Let's see.
He's like, I know I got something.
Well, he says something stupid every day.
Give me an example.
On both sides, right?
Well, I think it's.
He was like, you know, I got something.
That's my thing.
I don't know if I cut the grass. He did say something stupid. Said something stupid the other day. Every day. That's when you.
I'm learning a little bit. I'm curious to hear.
Okay, so that good people on both sides. Do you know what he said 2 sentences before that?
Huh?
Do you know what he said 2 sentences? Do you know?
I don't
No,
even
of
know.
course. You didn't.
He
You
said,
didn't
I
know.
disavow them, and they are bad white supremacists, and I disavow that. Did you know that?
No,
No.
he didn't. Of course.
I didn't hear
So
that.
so then that example is just null and void. He didn't. The context is not there. So give me another example, please, of what he said that is extremely racist for me.
You know, you're going to spin whatever I say.
I ain't nobody spinning nothing. We're giving you facts.
How
You're
am I
catching me off
But if you're
guard.
saying
You
that
know
something's
nothing.
racist, you should have a concrete
Exactly.
fact. That's a serious thing.
It
when
is.
my ancestors were whipped and beat
That's
by
right.
white people, and now I'm living here, I'm their dream. I'm not experiencing any racism like that. So if
Yeah.
you're telling me
In
this man
Nashville.
is racist, I need a hardcore fact that that man's in fact racist.
Black folks
That's right.
like gym shoes, his golden gym shoes. Coming out with the Bible, I do.
You say that? I mean,
I've heard that one.
I didn't hear that one. Is that's racist to say black
Is it
people like gym?
racist to say that we own majority of the shoe industry with Jordans, Yeezys,
It's kind of
Dunks?
stupid to think just because he come out with a pair of gym shoes, every black person's going to go buy it.
Do you mind if
I don't believe. I need to go do the research, but I would be surprised if the minority.
If
Black people were the majority were black people that bought the shoes. I don't believe that either.
Those prices were as soon as he sold the shoe. Well, many people were reselling them, but still, nevertheless, I just don't feel like we were the most predominant race that was buying them. I'm curious to know myself.
How do you find those numbers? Because you will have to get those.
Google it.
That will have to come from the website
Google
when you
it.
put in your personal information.
Some people looking for it. I know. Keep playing. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
fast though? So that does seem, I think it is important that we try to find leaders that are a little bit more disciplined with their language. I absolutely understand that. I think you have a good point there. However, if we're thinking about bad language from Donald Trump, and that's the example there, do we think that Joe Biden might have some examples that are probably bad as well, like what Amir brought up earlier, saying that Barack Obama in 2007 was the first mainstream African American that is articulate and bright and clean? That is a exact quote. It seems as though that's incredibly problematic.
I feel like it's
language.
worse than what
That's
Trump
really
is.
stupid too.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
That's almost more than stupid. That's a really bad one.
That's a really bad.
Compared to the shoes,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you there.
Yeah.
That's a serious thing to say to somebody, that they are racist.
Articulate.
And I'm not trying to spin anything
My
on it.
God.
This isn't a gotcha moment. You're telling me things. He said, there's good people on both sides, and I'm telling you, here's the full context. That's not spinning something. You're the one that got spun by mainstream media, just ran with it. He said there's good people on both sides. That's not the truth. I'm giving you the full context.
That's right.
That's pretty gnarly, right?
Let's go.
I do not support that.
Thank you. But now, here's the deal.
So
but here's the deal. All of a sudden now, you're transphobic. All now, like, oh, you're some crazy Republican, when in reality, it's not even that we're trying to spin nothing. We're for the truth.
Hold on. I love everybody. Hey, I do HR, human resources. I love everybody.
I love it.
Dozens of Secret Service agents, police officers, and they tried to get into the White House. Do you think they would have just, if they got in the White House, they would have just given Donald Trump a big hug?
What do you think they would have done?
I don't know, but you know, it's a good thought.
Well, what? What's a good thought?
They could have fixed things.
What, by like murdering Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Wow. I can't wait to see part 2.
The thing is, that's what gets me. If people just accept the fact of these are certain things that can be proven, and these things that you have no basis for it. Bring your facts. That's my thing.
Bring your facts.
But you continuously hold on to things that are not true, and then don't really know per se what the beef really is.
You just have the same old rhetoric that was thrown out there by the fake news
and
media.
that's probably because a lot of people in his circle, friends, believe the same way.
Of course.
So that's why that loop continues.
And that's the looking at the information from the top surface and never going to look at what the information, the real truth is. They just want to see what was broadcast so they can say, see, that's what I said.
Yep.
That's how I felt.
I was
Told
trying to find this. They want you to pay for this. It doesn't really say based off of race. I don't know what, because with the titles, it just says winning over black voters, but that doesn't necessarily mean that blacks were the ones who purchased more of his sneakers than anybody else.
Okay.
USA to say. Okay.
I don't know. You have the website is the one that's going to have those information. Maybe they'll have, and maybe
the pure
and maybe
research,
not, because when you think, I don't know how you find that out, because when you buy clothes, they don't ask you if your demographics.
True.
Anyway, so I think that was, I want to see part 2 of that. I want to see it keep going. I want to see what else questions were asked. If you saw the black people, all black people had the same old, except for that one older guy with the bald head. He was more open thinking, but everyone else, the same old clothes. This is how the world is going to vote. This is how the world is going to vote, unfortunately,
well, not
in November.
Everybody. It was a lady on there
this
who was
is
a Trump
how a
supporter.
lot of black people are going to vote. Yeah, she was a Trump supporter, and so was the bald guy. He was more open. I don't know if he was a supporter, but he was open. But look at the percentages. If you could say that was 50-50.
Yeah.
50 going to go for Trump, 50 going to go for Democrat. I think that's a great census right there. That show you how the voting poll is going to go in November.
Well, I don't know. I think more people are going to be turning out more than ever. That just could be the area where he was.
In Nashville?
Yeah.
Ain't Nashville red?
I guess not. I don't know.
I thought Tennessee was red.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, you don't need to continue
No,
to
I
look
just
for
want
that
to see what it
same
says. Well, here it is.
Go
It
and close
says right
this video
here
out.
On USA Today. Large numbers of black Americans are not going to suddenly support Donald Trump because of his sneakers.
Not because of the shoe.
No, so I don't think that they were the majority. Anyway, but that's just, who says that? I mean, that's just the media, how they want to, misconstrue.
Right.
Oh, something bit me.
I just noticed that right now.
Yeah.
Did it just bite you now?
Yeah, and you got one too. I did. I just noticed it. I don't know.
I was
maybe
like,
before.
you got red real quick, and then like a beat right down the spot.
Okay.
Okay. All right, y'all. So I think that was a good example of how this election is going to look on the black side. Be honest with you.
I don't.
You're going to have half going for Trump, half going to go for Biden, and the other half ain't going to vote.
We'll see.
And don't let them unleash the secret weapon, which is Gavin Newsom, Michelle Obama team.
Newsom.
The Gavin Newsom, Michelle Obama team would be the thing that is going to mess with a lot of black people, and they're going to grab their vote on that. I'm telling you.
I hope not.
I hope they don't come out that as a secret weapon, but it's going to be all guns blazing when you start getting around August.
But you have a lot of Hispanics who are also supporting Trump. So it's not just about the black vote.
Yeah, you got a lot of Hispanics voting Trump, and you got a lot of Hispanics that ain't going to vote, period.
Well, we'll see, babe.
I believe it. I don't believe the Hispanics are going to be running up for the Democrats. They got it's going to be Trump or ain't no vote.
Positive. Oh, pessimistic mind.
Hey, that's what make a good YouTube channel, baby.
Pessimistic mind.
We got to be positive all the time. Nobody would want to watch.
Optimism.
Nobody would want to watch.
Making my time.
Y'all, be honest. Drop in the comment section below. If this channel was just based on everything being positive, would you want to be here?
Babe.
No, you would.
Like I said. He doesn't know. We don't know. I'm going to be more on the, but that's just me.
You could.
No. Yeah. I feel like people are going to show up because they're tired.
I bet people look at him like, oh, thank God he's on the channel.
Whatever, please.
All right, man. 2024, be more.
Talk less.
We'll see you on the next one, man. Bye.